I love that band. That's great. So that's the A minor to the E7.
Yep.
Yeah, what goes after that part then? So it goes.
The simplest way to do it. Let's get this right. You're tickling back and forth on this string.
Okay. And what were those little half diminished you were throwing in? Those little time, what's it called, time step?
Yeah, and it's you 4 beats of it.
Let's see if I can get that. No, that's not right.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oops.
Bingo.
And which fingers were you using on your right hand for that? Just 3. So are you doing this, or are you going like here and then going like that? Like.
Use knees for the first move.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's not the only way to do it.
I like that though. It feels good.
Yeah.
Then you're down to C.
F.
Oh, sorry. And then F to A.
This is F. How long?
What's that right there?
That is an F sharp diminished 7.
There.
Yeah. If you're playing an F,
Like this?
you make it a 7th by doing this.
No, that's not right.
It looks like a D, only a string closer to you.
Oh, that back here.
Yeah, and a half step lower.
And then, but you're doing this.
Putting an F sharp in a bass. That's the same thing as playing an F sharp 7 with everything else flatted.
Ah.
Making it a diminished 7.
I get it now.
The only thing that's moving here is the root.
Ah. Is there? Could I also do it? Nah, that'd be the easiest way to do it. Okay, I get it. I want to see if I could do it this way or something, but nah.
You can. The Melbay way of doing that, I think, is.
But then you're that way.
Yeah. I would advise you to use your thumb.
Okay. I like your advice.
I have a student who can't do it. His hands are too small to do it. She has a devil of a time mulling these chords out, but she does it.
But you can do it that way, yeah, I see.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
I might learn it both ways just for fun.
It's always better to have more information than you need. And in this case, you're putting a practical skill in your hands that you didn't have.
Yeah,
You know,
I love it.
because when you get up here, man, that could be critical. You might have to be in this position,
Yeah.
you know, to get something else in your melody.
I see what you're
It
saying.
doesn't require it in this particular song.
Yeah.
But down the road, you may have something that's life and death different. You know, so we come off with.
Can we catch that at one time, Eric? Sorry.
Yeah, from the 5th fret.
And then how you working your way down? Oh.
Yep, like that.
Is that one diminished thing? Oh, I see. You're doing it this way. You're not doing this. You're doing this. With 2 fingers over here instead of 3.
2 things actually. Barring with this.
You're barring, yeah. That's hard for me. It's actually easy for me to do that. Is that okay? To use 3
Perfect.
fingers. Okay, because that's kind of tough for some reason. My hands aren't quite as long as yours.
You're gonna have to reach up with your pinky
bump it there. I see what you're saying. Maybe we'll do it your way.
Not necessarily, because you did this chord,
Okay.
this chord, same chord,
Ah.
and that sounds pretty hot. But all you're doing is moving from one diminished seventh to another diminished seventh. Same notes.
Ah. Oh. Do that again. Ah, that's too fast for me. You get a little slower. I'm missing something on the tune. That one change I can't get. But right there. Stop there for 1 second.
That amounts to you're playing half of a G7 here.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah, that's at the 4th fret on the E and B string.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then. Oh, you did a B flat.
Yeah. And it can be any part of the B flat too.
Okay.
What you're doing is this chord progression. To D.
And when you do the D, what kind of shape do you give it? Like a D7 shape? Like that shape?
Yes.
Let's see. So you went. Get that third one. So you're doing.
No, that's not.
Oh.
Breaking up in pieces like that. Let me try.
That's cool. Yeah, I know it's hard to think about it slow. There's the A minor, E. Ah. Oh, that's the part you brought. Ah. Get it. A minor, E, A minor, E.
Now this is not the way Reverend plays.
Okay.
This song has been played by thousands at Dixie. I was a duck. I swim to the bottom, Lord, I never come up with its sound. But I have to wait. Would I get you now? Or must I hesitate?
Okay. I'm gonna give it a shot. Just help me through it.
What you do is you play at this thing. You've seen some of my moves.
Yeah.
Some things you can do.
Yeah.
This is not the definitively right way to play it.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
would be sorely disappointed if you ended up playing it just like this.
Yeah.
You want your version of this.
Right.
Right? Now, you don't want to be so far afield that nobody can recognize it,
Yeah.
right? Nor do you want to stick so close to the line that nobody can tell the difference between yours and Stephen Grossman's.
Right.
You know, not that that wouldn't be a tremendous accomplishment in its own right. But the guys that invented this music never played it the same way twice.
I understand.
And so you'll sit in your practice and you'll be playing this thing many different ways as you can.
Yeah.
So that wasn't so hard. Maybe next time
But I understand what you're saying,
I'll
yeah.
try this. So yeah, that's decent.
That
You
was
can't play all 7 verses of it that way.
Right. Make it boring. I see what you're saying.
And you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna try this a couple of times. You say, that works to get to a coda. You can use that to give you a D chord.
Yeah.
And you'll find yourself
Yeah.
dancing
I-
with it.
I just want to. I want to. I mean, if you don't mind, I want to learn your way just to have a foundation. Then I can rearrange it.
That's always a good idea.
Unless I learn your way first, I'll be lost.
Right,
You know.
and then you'll always have something to go to.
Exactly.
Even if by the time you get done processing it, it will just be a version of
Yeah.
what you originally learned. But they serve as like benchmarks for you.
Yeah. That was always my weak spot because I'm such an intuitive musician.
Mm-hmm.
I've always just done it by ear and just done my own thing. But I never, and this is my weak spot. I never memorized all the great licks. So I don't have anything to draw upon other than my own creativity. So like that's why I want to really like hone in on yours, just so I have it. And then, because even with Ragged Old Cross this week, I learned it how you showed me as much as I could see it on the video. But then I did it my own way too, you know. And I find that out by doing it. So if I could write down those like changes, just so I have them too, as A minor,
Okay, yeah.
E7.
A minor, E7, does that 2 times.
twice through, yeah, or 3 times maybe, huh?
And then a Z.
And what would you call that? Like if you had to give names to like
It's the C, C7.
C to a C, C to a C7,
Yeah,
and that's a F.
yeah, yeah. And the
And what's that diminished called?
F sharp diminished.
F sharp diminished. Okay.
Or it can be a C diminished.
Yeah, I'll just put F sharp. I understand that. 'Cause it
F
moves
sharp
up.
is
The bass, it moves up. I can hear that. Yeah.
C.
Back to C. And what was all those movements in there called?
Okay. These are time steps.
That's cool. I still want to write them just so I have them.
B flat, A.
Okay. Time steps up to B flat A. Okay.
Next chord is a D7.
D7.
Time steps to G.
Half steps to G.
Time steps.
Time steps to G. Sorry.
And that to time steps from D to G. Time steps back to C.
Time steps back to C.
And I like to do a C up. C, E, and you're ready to start over again.
Okay, that helps. At least I have a structure. Okay, so let me see what I can do here, just to kind of get an idea. Oops. And then you go to this one. I have to do it slowly because I don't know these forms. And you skip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you go, that's the thing you showed me, right? Or, What's the first one you start on the time steps down to the C? That one right there. Could you hold that first one? Is that this?
Yeah, fourth fret.
Then you go to here? Or I can't
Then
see
the
it
fifth
down.
fret.
Oh, fourth then fifth. Back to fourth.
You can even do this.
Oh, that was cool.
That'll work. Yeah, that'll get you
Or-
right down there.
What, that open string you did after that one?
Almost
Oh,
always.
it was also the top string. Okay.
Almost always the E string.
Ah, so,
In this case, I'm making it the B string.
B string. Okay, then it goes F. Stays there for a couple, right?
Then the diminished.
And that's this one here.
Yeah, and this is where you move up here. You're using 3 fingers right now.
I can do it with 2. I think I'll learn it.
If you're using it with 3, tickle the
Tickle the E. Okay. Sometimes my thing gets in the way. That's another problem. My hands aren't quite long enough, so my skin blocks the E sometimes.
I know that happens to me too.
That's tough. So I might do it your way because it might be better.
Yeah, but then you can't tickle the E string.
I see what you're saying.
You'd have to do it like
I just have to learn how to keep it straight at. Okay.
no, add it to the formation. And just for the record, you'll be playing a G sharp augmented chord.
G sharp augmented. Cool. That means sharp 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. G
This
sharp
would be-
augmented.
This would be a straight G sharp. This would be a G sharp 7. This would be a G sharp.
With the 7th in it. So would it be G augmented 7?
Nights always sound better with the 7.
Do you call it a G sharp augmented 7, or you just call it a G sharp augmented when it has a 7 in it?
Just call it augmented.
Okay.
Let the player make his decision.
Okay. But you can always put the 7 in with it. Okay.
Now, if you ask a piano player that writes out charts for a living, oh no, he'd have to give it some kind of oddball name.
I see.
Probably based on an E-flat scale or something like that that has no logical relationship to what you're trying to do.
It's all theoretical crap.
Yeah.
I understand.
Not that they're wrong.
Right,
You
right.
know,
It's just too
although
heady.
I've seen that too. I've seen him write in a chart, like particularly in Cole Porter, because he baffles them. It's so far beyond their pinche little skill. You know, they'll put a chord in there and they'll write down the notes that he's playing on the staff, but are at a total loss of what to call that chord. They have no logical reference to see where he's been and where he's going. So they don't name it in terms of that. They look it up in the book and say, oh, that's a G sharp augmented 7 flat 5 and 4. And you play that chord and it's not the notes that they put on the staff.
Interesting.
It's called a mistake, an error.
Uh,
The difference between democracy and demagoguery.
That's a good.
Not much of a mistake. It looks like that. You know.
I like that. I'm gonna remember that one. Democracy is demagoguery, or demagoguery. Sorry. That's good. That's good.
I've seen that happen too. But to their credit, that's all. That's not all.
I understand. So, but technically, we have a G sharp augmented. Okay.
Just by adding that note.
Yeah. And we're back down to the C.
Yeah, there's a theoretical justification for that too. That would be a Neapolitan fifth in the key of C, which is what you're in.
Neapolitan fifth. You talked to me about that last time. I have that written down.
Yeah,
You said that every degree of the 5 is augmented.
Yeah.
Is what you said.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you would keep the same bass note, for instance, move everything up rather than down? I mean, you would move the bass note down rather
You
than
would
up.
play a G7, sharp the whole chord.
Oh, you sharp the whole thing, even the bass note.
Yeah,
Okay.
every degree.
Ah,
Every degree.
okay.
Now in this case, you're actually double sharp
Oh, to get the augmented effect, because it has to be a sharp 5.
We're using the E as a leading tone to get us back to C.
I understand, so it's double sharp. So when we get back to C, then it goes to the B flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that time steps.
Yeah.
And how?
Tell me how long do I have to wait?
Ah,
Time steps through B flat.
I think I forgot to write something down then. Can we go back over that one more time? After you did the G sharp augmented.
Yeah.
Then what's the chord change? I might have missed something.
Do I have to wait?
That's a C. What was that one last up there?
Okay, this is a C. This is a G7.
Ah, I missed that one. G7? Or G over B? Can you call it G over B?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know it that way. G over B, and then...
It's not really a G over B. You're playing a D note in the treble. It's a 2-note tone cluster. It's not really a chord.
Okay. I call it a G over B in my head. That's not
Okay.
easy, so I'll write it down like that. But
It's a B in the bass.
and a fifth of a G, right?
And a D.
A D, yeah, fifth of a G. Yeah, that's how I know it.
Now you're going to sharp that a half step, and you're going to flat this a step and a half.
That part I didn't catch. Can I practice that one real quick?
Sure.
Oh, wait. Those fingers?
Bingo.
Okay, so guys. And that, what would that be called? If you had to give it a name.
It's a 2-note tone
The
cluster.
G sharp in the bass and a...
And a D
Sharp.
in the treble.
So I'll call it D sharp over G sharp or something. Just to give it a name.
Wouldn't you name the high note first?
Oh, the E, you mean?
The D sharp.
Oh, D sharp over G sharp.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll write that down just so I have a name. D sharp over G sharp. I'll put a parentheses meaning it's just notes. I know what that means.
And because of the style we're playing this in, you got to have an inside note with it.
The D.
I find the open D very useful for that.
Okay.
Here's where you get that fine china shatter.
Yeah, I like that. It's my favorite part of the whole style. I love the, I call it dissonance, you know, that's what I love.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah. It's beautiful dissonance. Oh, then you do the B flat thing.
Yeah.
And you're doing the same thing as a G over B, but it's like a G, or a D over B, sorry, but it's a D over B flat, right?
Yes. Yeah, and again, these are all little time steps. They take a beat or a beat and a half, so that when you end up on the chord that you end up on, it's in the right place in time.
Yep. I understand. And that's the 7th shape right there
Yeah.
of the D7, okay.
That's a series of time shifts.
Yeah, do that one in slow
Out of
motion.
G back to C.
Wow, so that was like the E7th shape. E7th shape?
Not really. You're taking this shape.
Oh yeah. I'm going to call it the E7 shape because of this. That's what I'm thinking of.
Whatever. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Oh. I'm missing one note. Oh, no.
The rhythm
That?
is da 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 da.
Oh, I hear it.
You start open.
Cool. So guys, what was that open note you started on? Oh, I got it. Like this? Oh. Oh. I almost got it.
Bingo.
I missed it.
C.
Cool. I love that.
And the idea is this shit happens so fast people listen to you. By the time they say,
Well, totally. That's what I was doing when you
"Back
played
to
it.
C."
It's always that movement, yeah.
Yeah, and if they ask you, so what chord is that? See?
That's great. That's killer. And then we're back to C, and then it just goes to F, C, and E, right? After that. And then, oh, you went to F and C, and then back to.
Turn it around by sending it to drop it minor.
Okay, here it goes. I think I might have got the idea. I'm gonna stop. Oh, I don't have to move that, do I? Do I move that? Oh, you do the E in the bass. Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking you to play the whole chord because the day's coming when you're going to miss that. And if you hit the open A string, it can sound for shit.
I understand.
It's idiot proof.
I like that. Then it goes, then it goes F. How many times in the F? I forgot to ask that. Like 3 maybe?
4.
4 beats.
Switches to diminished.
So I'll call that times 2. That'll be like 2 measures.
And just always in the back of your mind have an inside note for your thumb.
Yeah. How do I do that on this?
Too.
How do I do this on the F with only 4 strings?
In F, you're pretty much stuck with a pair of Fs.
Oh, you're doing the bass. I wasn't doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it goes. Then you go up there.
Or however you're going to figure it out.
Then it goes dun dun. I forgot about the D sharp. I'm thinking about that D sharp over G sharp. That would be up here and here. Okay. So it goes dun 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 dun. Dun. Ah, I messed up. What did I do wrong? Oh, that was
That's
it. Dun, dun. Oh. So it goes
Yeah.
dun dun dun. So it goes right to the B flat, right after that. Ah, I get it. Roughly.
Bingo. Yeah. Now anything you can do to make the bass line harder.
Yeah, could you help me with that? How would I? Ah,
Or
interesting.
you could do this.
Ah, that was cool too.
I like that one better.
I like the A7.
Remember Tal Farlow's maximum. You can reach it and it sounds good. It's the right note.
Okay.
Time all.
Yeah.
You have that extra beat in there. Don't waste it.
Alright.
Unless you're doing it every time. And when they're waiting for it the 6th time through, don't do it.
Alright. Yeah, that's what you're saying, yeah. That's pretty good. I like that.
They thought they had you figured out. You know, there's going to be guys out there, you know, can lift and licks. You know, you'll begin to recognize them in a hurry.
Alright.
You'll look out and there'll be 50 people in the room. You know, and they're just going to be sitting there.
Taking it all in, studying it.
Exactly. Which is perfect.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
You do the same thing
Heck
if
yeah.
you're there and they were
Definitely.
sweet. Man, I saw something. You know who Pat Donahue is?
Pat Don, I don't. Let me just double check on this. This is the second time. Oh, that's my brother.
You got talk to him, do it.
Oh, yeah, I'll call him back. That way he'll know. Hey, Mook. Hey, man, can I call you back in a little bit? Oh, yeah, it's 231 2377. Okay, man. Bye. Cool. 158. How you doing on time?
I'm cool.
Okay. I got a little more. I should probably leave by like 2:30 to be smart.
Pat Donahue is the house guitarist for band.
Oh, I've heard them on the radio, yeah.
He's one of the best guitarists I ever saw.
Do that good, huh?
Yeah, he's really, really good. There's a guy You know, he just trimmed him down, even to the ground. Donahue good too. And Tim, by the way, doesn't have a competitive body. He's not like that, but it scared the shit out of Donahue. He just, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Top Guns and shit like that.
Yeah.
Never take that too serious.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not what you do.
Nah, I'm not like that at all. Man, I'm about playing for soul, man.
It's nice and it's fun to be able to defend yourself. And I love the experiences that come from it. The ones that I savor most, the ones I like the best, is when I get tripped. You know, like we were down at Kerrville once, and our bass player quit us. We had 2 engagement signs, one at the beginning of the festival, one at the end of the festival. He quit us in between. So now we got to turn these trio arrangements into duet arrangements, right? So we had a lot of work to do. Well, we went backstage, and I'm sitting there working on it. And here comes this old duffer, white beard, you know, got a guitar case. Mind if I sit in? You know, well, in Kerrville, you don't say, fuck you, buddy. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
It's an un-Kerrville thing. You just wouldn't do it. It's true brotherhood and bon home down there. So I put my little stuff aside and figured I'll make short work of this bastard. I said, sure, man, you in tune? He said, yup. I said, okay, let's do Shikabera B and F. Dun, 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 ba, ba, dee, dun, 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 and I start playing the song, right? And he, right there, chording along and everything, and I went through one chorus, and I said, take it. This son of a bitch went after it like a Tasmanian devil. Never made a mistake, right? And at the end of which time he says, take it. Now it's my turn. Well, we went through about 9 choruses of this, you know, and this guy's tossing them off like in his sleep. And I'm digging under the barrel trying to come up with something original. Finally, after about 9 choruses, I finished up, and he put an ending on it, and he stopped and I stopped at the same time. I said, whoa, who are you? He said, my name is Slim Styles Ritchie. Turns out he's like a legendary historical Western swing player from those parts. You know what I mean? And I said, well, I've heard of you, sir. It's an honor to meet you and to play with you. And he dropped his pick. I said, I'll get it. I reached over. It was a quarter.
What?
He was playing with a quarter. And I'm kind of, I said, it's a quarter. He said, yeah. I dropped mine at the campfire last night. Couldn't find it. I figured about 100 years from now, some kid will dig it up and think it's arrowhead.
What the heck, man?
A quarter. And he was just smoking.
Dang, man. Doesn't the quarter have ridges on the side?
Didn't even slow him down.
Unbelievable, man. Well, that's authentic shit there.
Whoa.
Man. Let me see here. Let me make sure. I think I got enough on that, I think, to work with, you know?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's plenty. And then, would you just mind showing me a little more in the ragged cross, just to kind of
Okay, sure.
touch base on that one, too?
They're real slow. Can you chord these songs? That's important.
That's what I needed. That was one of my questions, was to make sure I knew the forms first. That part I got. That part I got. And that part I got. No, I was doing it this way. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a G.
Here's another thing. When you're chording a song, you know, if somebody else is singing it, or if you're just trying to learn the chord off radio or something, instead of strumming them, it's nice to know how to strum them. You probably already know how to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Clutch the chords.
What's clutch mean? Oh, that way, yeah. Yep. I'm kind of familiar with that from Paul McCartney style from yesterday. That's right. Look that up. Yeah, that sounds pretty. It's like you're plucking them all at the same time. Now these chords I'm gonna double check on. I do it this way. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because this way is really hard for me. Like that's where my fingers are just a little too small. Using your thumb out here, like 3 frets up. 'Cause you taught it to me that way on film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one right there is a little tough, so I do it this way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now that's a D11, right?
Uh,
Is that the right chord name for that? I think you said it was a D add 4.
Yeah.
But can I call it a D11 or?
Sure you
Okay.
can.
Okay, cool.
That's what it is.
And then you go down. Is that correct?
Yeah, which is a D7 flat 5.
D7 flat 5. And you told me that was a really important chord to know. 'Cause you can go to like any form of G from that, right? Yeah, I remember that. That's a little rule you taught me last week or a couple weeks ago. And then you do this to G. And then you went back to this, which now I know is a diminished G sharp diminished.
Yeah, we're trying it wrong, correct.
Ah, that I did not. And are you back here on the F sharp?
Yep.
Oh, you're doing this. Because I was doing it completely different. I was doing it this way.
Sorry, I'm wrong. That's a bump here. That's not right.
Oh.
The note that I should be playing is a G there.
Oh, a G with that. So I was just one step up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had the wrong diminished, in other words. I was one fret off.
G stay.
Okay, let me try that again then. I have to get that open note. That's tough. And then back to the G. Back to the G. Oh, you know what happened? I might have I was confused about that. I think I picked something else up somehow off the videotape. I might have made this up. But here's what I was doing. I was going from here, from the D11 to the 7 flat 5. Then I was doing the G. Then I was doing this, which sounded a little more like a different song. Then I went to a D7 again. Like even with the D in the bass too.
You know, technically you could do that.
Because it sounded like a Lawrence Welk type song, but like it was cool, you know.
When a person writes an arrangement, they're not constrained to use harmony that somebody else used just because somebody else used it. If you want to make it different,
That's what I was hearing in my head.
Planet has to like it be you.
That's cool.
You know.
It was like yeah, dun, 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 dun. Then I went dun, 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 dun.
I'll get you there too.
Then I'd go right back into that. Or I was right on that spot for that. I was just doing a circle because that was all I knew. That's as far as I got. Doesn't it sound a little more like a jazzy type thing? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I might even have done that.
I think maybe you did on the film, yeah.
It's the 1625. Here's the 6, here's your 2, here's your 5. Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, you did that.
Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum. No. Ba-dum-bum. What do we do here?
Yeah, the A7. Yeah, that's all the stuff I don't know yet. And it goes right back into that. I love that. So what are these chords? This part right here, I don't know at all.
This is a D7, nothing more. If you got both of these with your thumb, you'd be playing just like this.
Ooh, I'll have to look at that one again.
Yeah, this is a C7. It would emit this G, but you'd have to get the seventh with this finger, leaving these two strings open. Reverend Gary
Doing
used
that
this
wrong.
a lot.
With the thumb bar on too.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough one.
You know, he gets his ninth that way.
Oh, like that? Oh man, I'm not doing something right. What am I missing? Is that right?
Yeah. When I was first learning, that was the first movable progression I learned. And take time, you get callous on your thumb.
That's cool. Yeah.
But it takes a while.
So it's kind of, that's the seventh sounder right there.
Yes. Yeah, if you're just going to use the bottom one, then the only
Oh, you throw that on
then
too.
the only root in, of course, is going to be here. Yeah.
Oh, you're throwing this back here.
This is so you can get the fifth above the scale.
Ah. So you do the melody that way. And then you go to the D. D7. And what was that chord right before that one? D7. Oh, it's still a D7. They're both
Melody on
D7s.
D7. It amounts to a D9
Okay.
and C.
C, 7, okay.
When you add this note, it becomes
Is that some sort of diminished?
yes. What would be C sharp and
And you do this.
A. Yep. If you're playing a C7 like so, and you add that,
I see.
it's the same as flatting everything else.
Yeah,
Here.
I get it. And then to a G.
Yeah, and then it goes.
What was that move again? Da, da, da. So C. What was that diminished when you did that? And then that's a G.
Gets two out of D7. C.
Now that was a major seventh in there?
Yes.
To a 7, okay. I'm familiar with that. That's a very George Harrison sounding thing
Yes,
to me.
it is.
I write like that too. Is that? Let me practice that one. Then you went to here.
Yeah.
Or-
Time step.
That one.
It goes to the A7. Yeah.
I did the right time
There's
step.
your melody.
Oh, you gotta add that. Oh, it's there. Got it. And that. Oh, where are we at there, Fred?
Yeah. Good luck finding it.
I got it.
It's the one that'll give you
Fret
the note
7.
half step higher than G.
see that shape? What was that shape that you went to? Oh, you just have an open G in the.
Open G or an open D, both in a chord.
What was that second chord?
G chord. These are all actually alternating between G's and D. G.
Oh. And that's a C sharp. Oh, and then the diminished, and then G.
If you want to play it again, you just go right back up.
That chord right there, that diminished that's in between the G and the. What would you call that diminished? I didn't have that before.
Again, by any note in it.
By any note. Well,
Yeah.
so it really doesn't matter at all what you call it.
It's the one on the second track.
Okay. Got it. What would you call it anything? Would you give it a name?
If I had to give it a name, it would probably be E diminished.
Okay. Just have some reference point.
You know, if I'm playing E diminished 7.
7.
It's important that you say 7. So that people, so everybody will know that it's a 4-note tone cluster.
4-note tone cluster.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say diminished 7, that's probably 4 notes.
Diminished could just be 3.
Yeah.
Got it. I have something that will really help me just to kind of wind down here. I'm gonna stand over top of you while you play that,
Okay.
so I can get a really good view.
See hesitation too.
Yeah, both of those would be great, because that way I had a hard time seeing with the angle some of your fingerings. And yeah, I should have enough on here to work with on the tape itself. But you know what? Before I do that, I'm just gonna throw the other side of the tape in, because I might as well just have. That way I'll have those 2 songs in a row just to listen to, rather than having to
This
fast
has
forward.
sound on it too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alright.
But that way I can do it in the car, because I like to train my ear, you know? I can just say what the chords are while I'm driving. Okay, so I'll get that camera up here.
You can also ask while it tapes on.
Oh, cool. I'll just do one with listening, and that should be all right. But let me see here.
You want to do it?
That is perfect. When? Oh, that's all good. still sounded cool.
See if I can get it right for a change.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it can be better. And the other one you want to
Cool.
You notice I'm doing this move. You can do it from D to.
Mm. I like that ending. That's cool, man. Nice. Thank you.
The St. Louis Tickle end.
St. Louis Tickle, you called it?
Yeah.
From the St. Louis, when they were doing all their music back in the day.
St. Louis Tickle.
Oh.
See if I can get it right.
That was some serious stretching in that one.
Yeah, and I'm playing it very spottily. I learned it from Dave Van Ronk.
You know him personally?
I did.
No way.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, he's huge.
Oh, he's really something. I met him on his 43rd birthday.
Get out.
He's we happen to be playing in the same city. The same agent brought us in on different contracts, right? The agent comes over to our apartment at like 8 o'clock in the morning and says, "Would you like to meet Dave Van Ronk?" Yes. Get dressed. We're having breakfast for me in this place. Glad dressed man over there. And there's Dave Van Ronk sitting with a cup of coffee, sober for the first time in 25 years. He had just hit town the night before, and the big tourist attraction in that part of Michigan is fudge. It's exotic fudge that they make up with excellent fruit grow. They grow up. There's cherry fudge, and peach fudge, and chestnut fudge. Incredible. He bought about 5 pounds of it, ate it all, and washed it down with a similar measure of bourbon, and spent the next 6 or 7 hours hugging the hopper and swearing off grapes forever. So he was like sober, and I figured he'd be mean as a snake. Quite the contrary. I found him to be a very thorough scholar of music. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew what everybody else was doing. We had a wonderful, maybe 3-4 hour fellowship type conversation. Really incredible guy. Very incredible guy. I told him, I said, I don't know what St. Louis Tickle off of you. He said, well, that's really a Joe Morton song called Buddy Bolden Blues. The funny thing about that is
What's that? What's that?
Buddy Bolden Blues.
Buddy Bolden Blues.
Yeah, Buddy Bolden was a legendary trumpet player who lived and died in New Orleans before recording was invented. So the only thing anybody knew from him was what they had experienced personally in music. And Jelly Roll wrote the tune. He arranged it for guitar. And he said, I've only played that right once in my life. This is from Dave Van Ronk. I said, really? He said, yeah. We were making a Red Onion jazz band. I said, and I was just warming up because it's got so many stretches and moves. It gets the kinks out.
And that's the one. That's how you learned it.
Yes. He said, I've been screwing it up every day since then.
Oh man, what a blessing, huh?
Yeah. Amazing. He had to learn it from himself.
Wow, man, that's far out stuff.
Yeah.
Because he was the one that was like really responsible for Dylan getting a start too, right?
Yes, he was very helpful. Not just Dylan, but he's the guy that pressured Peter Paul and Harris before the Reverend Gary Davis song.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
we can't do that kind of music. It doesn't matter. We sell that kind of music.
Wow. Did Von Ronk, was he the one that popularized Reverend Gary Davis?
Not so much of that. He persuaded persons in the business to copyright and record his arrangements, and the royalties